Hey, everybody, welcome to Improv FAQ at Length. This is a series of longer conversations about improv topics that have lots of questions surrounding them. And today we are joined by Chris Moody. Hey, Chris, how's it going?
Hi, everyone. Hi, James.
Hey.
Hi, Bob.
What's up,
Thanks
buddy?
for joining us.
Good to see
And
you.
we're going to talk about Gilda's Club, which is a very cool organization that Chris does, among many things that Chris does, is very involved with the work at Gilda's Club. And there's a special event, an annual event coming up that is usually Gilda's big night out. And this year it's going to be Gilda's big night in. And so we're very excited to talk to you to see what we can do to help promote that event and make it as successful as possible. So thanks for coming to talk to us.
Thank you. Yeah, it's an annual event that they do, usually downtown at the Max Fisher Theater. And obviously, because of what's going on, they decided to make it a 3-week event. It's an online event. And the show that we're doing, the final night on the 30th, is the last night of the Gilda's Big Night In. We were asked, we usually do an improv show at Gilda's Club 2 or 3 times a year, usually around the Detroit Improv Festival or the Detroit Women's Festival. But we were asked to do this, and it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have a combination of participation games for some of the Gilda's members that have been unable to get to the clubhouse for 5-6 weeks now. We're going to do that. We have some very special guests that will be joining us as well. Folks that have come to Gilda's and performed during the festivals, and others that haven't been able to and now are able to. So,
one of the of all the stuff that sucks about what's going on, there's a pretty cool side effect that on the positive end, people are able to connect and find an excuse to reach long distance. I mean, really, like we're doing right now.
Yeah.
So for people who don't know, Chris, can you just give us a quick lowdown on what Gilda's Club is and the kind of work that goes on there?
Sure. Started with obviously Gilda Radner, who went to the University of Michigan, Second City Chicago, Second City Toronto, and obviously on to SNL. But when she was at the University of Michigan, performed improv, was in some of the major groups there. And then when she got her diagnosis, she really wanted a place for people to go for support. So Gilda's Club evolved from that. They have chapters in mostly all the major cities. Recently, maybe 5 or 6 years ago, some of them converted to cancer support centers. And they have those around the country and around North America and probably in other countries that do some great work. So nobody has to go through this alone. So it's anybody that is going through treatment, it's open to them. It's open to their families. They have activities that run support groups. They have lectures and groups that came about. And back in 2013, we approached through the Detroit Improv Festival and DICO, the Detroit Improv Collective, to come in and teach improv workshops because they had been done in a couple other places, but it just seemed like a natural fit with Gilda being from Michigan and the improv background. And we've been doing it ever since. Back in this past March, it was our 7th year teaching 3 times a month. We bring in improv groups to come in, perform with them and for the members, and then we have workshops that teach them different skills and it's an hour and a half each time of just having fun and forgetting about what the members are going through, some of the challenges that they have. And we have a great core group that comes every single time. And, during this time, it's extremely difficult not being able to connect with them. And some of them just aren't able to connect through the methods that we're doing right now. So we're reaching out to the core members to give them a method of tuning in and reconnecting with the other members of the group.
Yeah, it's a really great organization. Every time that I've been able to be involved and be part of like the DIF events or anything at all, it's just such a wonderful, supportive environment and a rewarding experience to be part of. So with this event coming up, what can you give us just the details on all of that, what people need to know about it, and for anybody who can get involved and support, how they might be able to do that?
Sure. Well, you can log on to Detroit Gilda's Club Royal Oak or Gilda's Club Metro Detroit, their website, and you can donate through that website. They have a schedule of events that are happening, but for our event specifically, they can go on and you can either we'll have a link on their website and their Facebook page, but you can go on and watch if you want. We're going to be hooking it up through Facebook Live, I believe. If you just wanted to watch, and then if you wanted to participate, there'll be a those ever popular Zoom logons for anybody to come on.
Yeah.
We'll have improvisers from around North America that are going to be joining us to participate with and for the members. So it's going to be a lot of fun. And we're working on some big names that you may have seen on television, film, and even, I guess, television as well.
To keep it vague and enticing.
I know. We were kind enough to be connected with Jennifer Wilson from WXYZ. She teaches improv out in Macomb. She went through the program at Second City when it was here in Detroit, and you probably recognize her from the news. She reached out to Gilda's Club and wanted to help, and we got connected with Jennifer, and we're working at this entire program. So you'll see her on board and hosting and possibly participating in some of the improv games.
Cool. That's
That's
awesome.
incredible. That's so cool.
Okay,
Yeah,
so all that's taking place on the 30th and live streaming
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock. Okay.
Yep.
Leading up to that point, is there like a hashtag or any kind of like sharing that people can do to just generate awareness of the event, get people's attention on it, or contribute and donate between now and then?
Yeah, we have a meeting on Thursday, so tomorrow night. I don't know when this is actually going to air, but Thursday the 23rd, we're getting together, working at a promotional video. We'll have all the details on how to log on and how to promote it as well.
Okay, cool.
It's
Awesome.
most likely through their Facebook page and through their website.
Okay, awesome.
Chris, are they still doing the auctions, or have those closed?
I believe they're still open. I know a few of them have been closed out right now, but I think they introduced a couple different ones throughout the time. That's
Because they got some really great prizes going on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's fun things that you can bid on. There's also things that you can kind of like raffles that you can get a chance to win. I don't know when the drawings are, but they have a virtual program that they have online that lists when everything's being drawn.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, we're recording this on Wednesday, the 22nd. We're going to try to get this up as quickly as possible to give as much time to promote and give people a chance to support. So beyond that, if people want to get involved, are there volunteer opportunities throughout the year that people can look for and participate in?
Yep. The workshops that we do are open to anyone. You can come in, you can RSVP through the phone number, and they can register you to come in and participate. But Gilda's Club is open to anyone with our workshops. We do them usually the first and second Monday of the month and the third Thursday. They do change around sometimes with holidays and things like that, but they're all inside the calendar. Once the programming starts up again, to be able to go back into the clubhouse. The clubhouse is located just north of 13 Mile on Rochester Road.
Yes.
Just north of downtown.
Cool. Yeah. Obviously, once we're back to any kind of normalcy of going out, but you said that there's, for anybody that is not in the Detroit area and elsewhere, Nicole Pascaretta is involved on the board for the New York branch, and you said that I didn't realize that there was a branch in most major cities.
Mostly, yeah. I think a lot of them are known as the Cancer Support Group, if I'm not mistaken. Some of them changed over.
Okay, so it's kind of like an affiliate or a just a alternate name.
Yep.
Gotcha.
But most of them, like New York City, Chicago, Toronto, a lot of those are still Gilda's Club, and they're very recognizable.
Cool. And then because Bob, I know for Snow Day, I feel like Gilda's Club is something that the Detroit Improv community
Yeah.
hears a lot about because it tends to be attached to things like Snow Day, the annual 26-hour marathon
Yep.
at Go, and some other things. Yeah, what's
Well-
how go ahead, Bob.
Oh no, what were you gonna ask? How long we've been?
Yeah. I was
connected?
first of all, Snow Day is a 26-hour marathon, and
Yes.
how long has that been running now? You guys, next January will be on what year?
Our 14th year is coming up in January. So yeah, 14 years. We've only been doing the 26-hour thing for about 6 years now, and that's about around the time we started working with Gilda. Because just obvious match. An improviser who is a goddess among improvisers, started this great group. And when we started Snow Day, we wanted to make sure if we were raising money, we were going to donate to a cause that can do good. And if you ever have the chance, like we all three of us talked about, visiting one of these Gilda houses, it's amazing. The staff there are so friendly and supportive, and anybody who's ever had to deal with cancer, which most of us have, it's such a shitty thing. To have that support is important. If we would learn anything now, like in what we're dealing with, like having a distraction when you're stressed out, or entertainment, or just someone there to listen to you, it's really important. So it feels good to like help them do what they do, because what they do is incredible.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, their basement that they have at Gilda's Club is amazing. It's a mural over the entire basement called Noogie Land. It's for the children that come in. They have a whole setup downstairs. But they had a flood during the winter about maybe 5 years ago that completely destroyed almost half the house. It came down through the center, and half the house had to be gutted. And the brunt of it was the basement area. Things were completely flooded. And the artist that did the mural downstairs, and it's worth going down there if you're in the area, was completely done over in a matter of weeks. I don't remember the name of the artist, but it's amazing down there. It's just from sealing the floor, it's just completely covered with
Gotcha.
great
So
murals.
it's repaired now?
Completely
With a new mural?
repaired, yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let me ask you, Chris, because I'm sure that there's a lot of people get involved from all over the country in your network. Like you said, for the Gilda's Big Night Out or Big Night In, special guests get involved. Are there any like favorite stories from past years, whether for this annual event or any other Gilda story that you want to share?
Yeah, we a few years ago, when the entertainers come to town for the Detroit Improv Festival, we'll reach out and see if you're coming in, because we normally do it on that Thursday prior to the festival, just because a lot of them do come in a few days early before the festival starts, and they have a little bit more availability. But Rob Belushi came in with I can't remember who he came in with a couple years ago, but I put out word to him and asked him, hey, if you're available on Thursday, and before I even asked the question, he's like, I'm there. I have a special connection to the place. I'm coming in. And he did like a 20-minute set with his scene partner that was just phenomenal. So we're trying to get him back to come back for this event with his schedule and everything. If we're not able to get him live, we'll have him record an improv set with one of his improv partners. He's so awesome. He's so giving, and he stayed around afterwards and talked to all the members, because we don't sell tickets, obviously, but it was completely full inside the clubhouse for the event, and all they wanted to do was talk about Rob Belushi, which is really cool.
Yeah, I remember that, and they had such a fun show. They engaged everybody in like the fullest way possible, and it was really just they did an awesome job. And it's always very cool to see people give their time that way to spread some joy in for a good cause. Well, thanks so much for talking with us, Chris.
Yes, thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Best wishes for the most successful Gilda's Big Night In, and we'll do what we can to help support. And let us know if there. You said you're meeting tomorrow, which would be Thursday. And so let us know what else we can do to help out.
Will do. Thank you so much. Well, hopefully you'll be able to join us virtually. And if there's any improvisers that are watching this prior to the show, there will be a link for you to jump in and participate. And we'd highly encourage. And that goes for the workshops at Gilda's Club as well. It's open to all improvisers. Any level of experience is welcome.
Yeah,
Awesome.
I'll be there virtually on the 30th. So I'm looking forward to it.
I don't got to work in the morning. I'll be there.
Cool. Well, thanks again, Chris.
Thank you so much, Chris.
Thanks,
Good
guys.
to see you, bud.
Thanks, everyone.
Stay well, stay safe, and we'll talk to you again soon.
Sounds great.
All right.
All right.